And welcome back to Mardi Gras tonight, everyone. I'm Don Davis alongside Amy Greer.
Good to be here, Don. Of course, we're here with the Pharaohs today. This is the 11th time they've paraded in downtown Mobile. Their theme this year, Going Mobile.
Going Mobile. Should be a lot of interesting sights from the port city and around here. Looking forward to that. Great weather for today's parade. Sunny skies and a nice cool breeze in the air.
Oh, it feels great. It couldn't be better. I hope some folks are taking advantage of this and lining up along the parade route. A lot of folks are here already. We've been watching them kind of show on up. And right now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and watch the parade.
And leading the parade, the color guard procession is moving down Government Street. And right behind them, you'll see in just a few moments, we have the Mobile County Sheriff's Posse.
Oh yeah, these guys, what a staple of a Mardi Gras parade with the colors there. State flag of Alabama, of course, flying proudly. Here we have the Grand Marshal of the ball coming along. These folks chosen to be the honorary Grand Marshals this year. I know they're having a good time.
I like that car.
Oh yeah,
that is nice.
Snazzy ride they've got. Harold and Ruby Aldstedt there, having a big time as the Grand Marshals this year. Hope they're having fun.
And right behind them, the 96 Junior Grand Marshals, Brandon Sims and Julie Conklin, I believe is her name.
Well, you hear that bass drum, you know you've got a band headed your way, Don. And this one comes to us from Atlanta, Georgia. We're welcoming South Atlanta High School. Awfully glad they could come be a part. Looks like the Hornets, their name. Glad they could join us for this year's Mardi Gras. I have a funny feeling those guys are going to see some a little maybe Olympic parade activity. What do you think?
I would think you are correct with that. Here's our first float. This is a High Priest chariot. If you look closely, you may see the High Priest right there in the front, the president of the society.
Oh, yeah.
He rides in a gold and red Roman chariot pulled by a fierce lion.
And he is sporting some gold. That is a 24-karat outfit. Check it out.
It is metallic and bright.
Oh, yeah.
And there you have the Faulkner State cheerleaders, I believe, rolling down Government Street on a bright red fire engine.
These girls have a lot to cheer about today. Glad to be a part of this celebration.
They are, and you can hear some rock and roll, I believe, can't you?
Yeah. Looks like the Outback Band is headed our way. Let's listen in. Float you're watching there, and is the Pharaohs Royal Barge Palace, something like you might see in the olden days of the Nile. This is the first full-size float in the 1996 parade. It is dominated by several members of this crew as they make their way down Government Street.
And this is a Baldwin County Sheriff's posse. They are marching down Government Street on horseback. Always fun to watch them as they move through the crowds, and the crowds really love to see the horses, especially the little kids in the crowd.
Oh yeah, you're right, Don. Big tradition to have these posses. There are some things we look forward to every year. And not only the posse, but I believe this next attraction is rolling down the street.
Yeah, I have to admit, it's one of my favorites too.
Oh yeah.
You'll see exactly what we're talking about. They're clowning around, huh?
That's exactly right. There they are, the beloved nomad clowns. Of course, they come to us from the Shriners, the local Abba Shrine Temple. They clown to help crippled and burned children. They do some wonderful, wonderful work with their the Shriners, the burned hospital. They have those hospitals, of course, all around the country, and they do like to have a little bit of fun, and they have a chance to do that at the Mardi Gras parades every year. You can see some of the clowns walking up and down the street.
And here is the title float for the Pharaohs parade. You can see the title on the side, Going Mobile, setting the stage for what we're about to see as far as the floats are concerned.
Looks like King Tut definitely a part of this theme, as always. You can see his face there on the front of that float. You know, Don, we haven't caught anything up here on the roof yet. I hope these guys have got their arms in gear.
I was about to say some weak arms, weak arms.
We are waiting up here.
And you may want to hop in this paddy wagon, or you may not want to. Here are the Keystone Cops.
Those also brought to us by the Shriners. You know, we love to see them in the parades. They have so much fun, and we often forget the serious work they do, but they bring smiles to a lot of children throughout Mardi Gras. Other parades as well, Christmas parades, you always see these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And you are listening now to the sounds of, get this, the H-Bomb Band.
Sounds pretty serious.
The bomb is dropping in on downtown Mobile. These guys are ripping it up.
Here we have the tugboat on the high seas. Shows the workhorse of the Mobile River. The entire float is the tug, complete with its wheelhouse at the rear center.
In keeping with the theme of this year, things you see a lot around Mobile. Certainly see a lot of those if you spend any time along the ship channel.
I've never seen a tugboat tossing out doubloons, moon pies, and pizza.
That's right, it's being pretty generous today.
Hey, they're getting some stuff up on the roof here.
All right. Oh, they just missed us. Hey, there we go.
Whoa,
oh.
All right. Awesome.
We appreciate that, guys. Thanks a lot.
While we've been trying to catch moon pies, you at home have been listening to the Soup Bone Band rocking down Government Street. Check that drummer out in the back.
Oh, gosh. Site of Mobile, which is included here on our theme of Going Mobile. Next float is the Loop Trolley number 21. For anybody who may have memories of probably the 1920s and 1930s in Mobile. You remember the days when the loop trolley used to take you from downtown Mobile to what we call the loop area. And the reason is it would loop around and make a turn and make a U-turn and come back downtown, Don.
Yep.
So there we see another rendition of the loop trolley.
That is an incredible part of our past, something a lot of folks don't even know we did have a lot of streetcars at one time.
That's right.
The U.S. Coast Guard is a part of this year's parade. Is that a boat?
My word, it's a boat on a float.
It's a boat float.
I guess it looks a lot like the Chincoteague, the cutter Chincoteague that is based right here in Mobile. How about that?
I don't think I've ever seen the Coast Guard in a Mardi Gras parade. Have you?
I've never seen this either. I'm amazed. It is a great looking float. And those are definitely some real officers there on board.
And not to be outdone, the Pharaohs have their version of a Coast Guard boat on the job. If you look closely on the back of the float, there's a large helicopter hovering over a life raft. On the front, the riders portray guardsmen in costumes of orange.
Good old Coast Guard orange to be appropriate.
The Blunt High School Marching Band is rocking down Government Street. Check it out. Let's take a listen to...
You know who this is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one of our all-time favorites. We love Blunt. You know, last year, these were the guys that stopped in front of the station and went into formation. They formed a 10, Channel 10 for us.
I remember that now. We're going to get some dancing now from the Boys and Girls Club.
There you see the majorettes first on without any ado, you know, certainly you've got the band, but then you've got this drill team and the majorettes that come along. They are stepping today. And directly behind them, if you can see, we've got the Mobile Fire Department with an antique fire truck and a few Dalmatians on board as well. High School, shaking their stuff. Woo. You get the feeling they save their best moves for the front of Channel 10, don't you?
I think they do too.
It's funny how that happens. They know it's prime time when they get here on Government Street.
float in the parade, sure to be a favorite. It's Sailboat in the Wind. The graceful craft sails across Mobile Bay in the Mardi Gras spirit, while the riders in Burgundy enjoy the salt air.
Probably be a good day to be out in a sailboat. You definitely go somewhere with this wind.
We've got the wind today, I tell you what.
Woo! Oh my God. Oh gosh.
We just got pegged with a frisbee.
That was a great shot. Somebody just hit me right smack upside the head with this frisbee. Good shot, guys.
And the parade would just not be complete without some folks on Harleys, right?
Kind of the, I guess, the Devil's Angels version of the Sheriff's Posse.
I guess so.
These guys, they live to ride, they ride to live. The Harley Hogs.
Is
Here
that
they
Lance
come.
Crawford back in there?
That is Lance Crawford. You know, I haven't seen him in a week. I guess he's grown that beard.
I don't know. I don't know.
Olympian brass band stepping along next. Another familiar scene. That fella in front. Of course, you've got to have your Mardi Gras umbrella. I know you've got one, Don. I do too.
Oh yeah.
Got to have that.
And here's our next float. This is Biplane by Air. It spotlights an antique biplane seen flying through the clouds at the Brooklyn Field Air Show. The turning propeller adds to the illusion. Riders are dressed in black. They're trying to get stuff on the roof. All right, we got some moon pies.
They're definitely
Good
pegging
job.
our photographers down there.
Good
I like
job,
those
guys.
black costumes. This next float, Coupe de Ville and Overland. The classic Cadillac covers the entire float. Check it out. That's some car.
That is one big Cadillac. Whoa. We got some more stuff up here, too.
The Moon Pie Band rocking along here. It's your next band. Listen to them for a little bit.
And of course, that reminds us that the moon pie tradition started right here in Mobile.
Really?
Yes.
And who was the first crew to throw a moon pie?
I have no idea who. Do you know?
I was asking you. I don't know. I thought you knew everything.
That's our homework.
Don.
We'll have to find out.
That's right.
What did y'all get?
Oh, a pickle. Someone just threw Don a pickle. Definitely a novel parade throw. Can't say that I've seen a pickle before.
Let's go down to the street for just a moment and check in with Don Halls and
Speaking
see
of
how
pickle.
yeah, he made out in the parade. Don, what you got going on down there? How's it looking?
Hey, I gotta tell you what, when this parade started, there weren't a whole lot of people over there. Barry Bain, Butcher Cameron, look at all the people over here all of a sudden. I think they just kind of drifted over this way, Don and Amy, but we are getting plenty of things. Got, you know, there's only 4 grams of fat in these moon pies, so I'm chowing down pretty good. Getting plenty of beads, everybody's having a great time. Let's head on over here real quick. How you guys liking the parade? What are you looking for?
Beads and moon pies and cups and whatever we can catch.
I see the little guy's got the backpack on here, and I've seen him. He's hunting pretty good today.
Gathering moon pies.
Having fun?
Okay.
Yeah, he's having fun. All right, we'll take his word for it. Don and Amy, back to you.
All right, thanks
All right.
a lot.
Thanks a lot. And
We
we've got our
a
own loot
pickle
up here.
in a pouch. I've never seen that before.
That's a novel throw, I have to say. Against,
a handful of beads, some moon pies, and a really nice Pharaohs souvenir cup.
This is the frisbee that nearly whacked me right
Nearly
here.
knocked you
A
out.
very good shot and a delightful necklace here. I'll be wearing that. Definitely the rest of Mardi Gras. Some good stuff.
Right.
We appreciate it. Can you imagine eating a pickle and a moon pie?
I don't want to think about it.
Delightful combination.
Anyway, this time of year
Oh,
would not be
gosh.
complete without introducing Dot Moore to everyone. Of
That's
course,
right.
she is the lady of Mardi Gras, and
Ah.
Dot, as always, has the history of Mardi Gras perfectly down pat.
And she knows more than anyone. She knows all the
does.
details. This is by far her favorite time of year. And I think right now we're going to listen in on a Mardi Gras moment with Dot Moore.
Tonight we're on the 3rd floor of the City Museum, and just take a look at this. A queen's dress of the 20s in the flapper style, and next to her, the queen's collar and train. And just take a look at these gowns from the past. A silk evening gown from the 1880s. Just imagine what the ball was like. And here, 1890, and here, 1929. They're just stunning. And also, on the 3rd floor, are some well-known costumes. Folly from the Knights of Revelry, and Folly from the Order of Myths, and Columbus from the Crew of Columbus. There's a lot to see here on the 3rd floor of the City Museum, and I hope you'll come up and take a look. I'm Dot Moore, and that's another Mardi Gras moment.
Thanks, Dot. Always fun to hear from Dot and her Mardi Gras moments. We've been enjoying all throughout our Mardi Gras Tonight coverage. And up next on the Teen Society.
For their 2nd year in a row, they're going to parade down Government Street. Let's get right down to it, street side, and check out the action. And leading the parade this year is Fox 10's Nancy Pasternak, serving as a celebrity grand marshal this year. Look at herself. She's throwing out cups into balloons, really having a good time, enjoying herself.
Oh yeah, no, Nancy's having a good time. She was excited about doing this, and of course, Nancy did a story on the Teen Society a couple of years ago when they first launched the society. These kids, what, they're 12, 13 years old, 13 through 20.
Been a part of it from the very beginning. The theme of this year's parade is Happily Ever After, and there are several floats that are going to depict that theme, and this is the first float. It's entitled The Magic of Dreams.
Queen Stephanie and King Billy are reigning over this one. They are the Society's teen board. They are wearing costumes as wizards this year.
Look at that castle on the back.
Oh yeah, that's great. This whole society, you know, Don, a really fun way to incorporate a whole new generation of people to enjoy Mardi Gras. The youngest generation that someday these kids will most likely be members of some of the adult organizations, and it's just a fun way for Mardi Gras to really involve everybody.
It definitely is. You can hear some music in the background, and that's the tunes of the Sharp Shooter Band. See them moving into view here as well, and they are offering a taste of some rock and roll on this Sunday afternoon. Been to Never Never Land before?
Well, Don, how can I answer that? No, I haven't.
Well, we're taking you there now. This is the second float entitled Peter Pan, carries a ship of sailors on the high seas to Never Never Land. Members are dressed as Peter Pan, and a few are dressed as Tinkerbell.
Looks like it's the USS Alabama, too. I see the name Alabama appropriately on the side of that ship. And I tell you, these teens are doing a great job. They're managing to get these moon pies and cups and things up here on the roof, and we appreciate that.
Really, look out. You're about to get hit in the head. And we've got another band rocking and rolling down Government Street. Let's listen to their music.
Brothers. Float number 3, this one is Aladdin. Exotic setting is pink. The riders are dressed as Jasmine, and of course, the genie.
All right. It's got nailed with the moon pie. And we have another rock and roll band for us. This band is called the
Hang on, stand by, the Montagurus.
Can't see that far. You got better eyesight than I do. And a very colorful riverboat will begin to move into view shortly. This is a fourth float. It's entitled Pocahontas, and it shows a riverboat and explorers making their way to the New World. Riders are dressed as American Indians.
Looks like there's a gangplank on that riverboat. I hope nobody has walked that gangplank.
Nice looking float.
Hakuna Matata.
We got the, I believe they're the Outback Country Band. Now you're listening to the tunes of the Outlaw Country Band, singing a very popular country song.
And they are ready to do business. They've got their name and phone number on the side of the truck there. They are ready to entertain at your next party, no doubt. The last float, All Grown Up, honors the adult advisors who help the teens as they run the society. Flags of England are seen on this float as riders are on their way to visit the Queen. There you see the Union Jack and some of the royal symbols there. Of course, these teens, this wouldn't be possible without the parents who've become so involved and the adults who help the society really put everything together.
Exactly. It takes a lot of hard work, and for their second parade, a very nice showing. A great crowd on hand on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. The weather cooperated, the crowd cooperated, and it looks like the folks really enjoyed what they got to do.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, Don, I don't know who to give credit for this weather, to you or to John Ed, but I'm going to give you full credit. What a beautiful day.
We'll all share the credit. It was really
day.
a nice day.
Yeah, a lot of fun. We appreciate the Pharaohs and the Teen Society as they've made their way down Government Street. Appreciate you being with us on this edition of Mardi Gras Tonight. Thank
you for watching, and we'll be back next weekend, but Mardi Gras Tonight continues all week long after the news.
Thanks a lot. Good night.
Good night.
Mardi Gras Tonight has been a special presentation of WALA Fox 10 and has been brought to you in part by Arby's, Pepsi, your local GMC truck dealer, and spa and tub manufacturers. If you'd like to order a copy of tonight's parade, send a check for $10 to Mardi Gras Tonight, P.O. Box 1548, Mobile, Alabama 36633. Be sure to let us know in your request which parade you'd like to order.